Hello everybody, welcome to the Venetian and Palazzo. I'm Sean from Miles to Memories, and we're going to go on a tour of the Las Vegas Strip. You can see what it's like here in July of 2020. Masks are required, but people are still having lots of fun. So we're going to take a look and see what's going on. Before we get into the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification icon so you'll receive notification whenever we have a new video. Now this is the new area of the Grand Canal shops where the Palazzo is, and I say new, it's about 10 years old. This is newer than the older part of the Grand Canal shops we'll see here in just a second. And I really like it. It's a really relaxing place to spend a few minutes. Now we can see the main part, the recognizable part of the Grand Canal shops, and we have our gondoliers here waiting for guests. Not too busy here on this Sunday afternoon. And yes, gondoliers do wear masks. This looks like a pretty amazing place to have a meal. Tables are all socially distanced, and you get that vibe of being on an outdoor patio, although it is indoors, so keep that in mind, but really cool place to have a meal. And we'll walk around the area just a little bit more here to give you a better overview of what it looks like at the Grand Canal shops right now at the Venetian Las Vegas. Really beautiful. Now let's take a look at the Venetian Casino. Again, not too busy here at all. The tables weren't too busy, and the machines were popping a little bit, but not as much as you would expect for a Sunday afternoon in the middle of the summer. The Venetian is one of the largest hotels in the world, and it has a lobby that really represents that. And we'll see that here in just a second. The lobby really is stunning and one of my favorite parts of any casino and hotel in Las Vegas. Now we went through all of that just to get here to the check-in area, which itself is just quite grand and beautiful. This is one of my favorite hotels in Vegas if you ever have a chance to stay here. The rooms are really spectacular. As you can see, the social distancing markers on the ground. Every room here is a suite. Really, really cool if you have the chance to stay there. Highly recommended. All right, heading out to the Strip now. And the escalators are not working. It's a pretty windy day out on the Strip, as you can see by his shirt, and we'll hear some wind noise a little bit later, but relatively nice day to go for a walk. We're heading over the bridge the old-fashioned way by using the stairs. You can see Harrah's and Linq off there in the distance. We'll tour them just a little bit later in the video. Madame Tussauds is open, although there weren't a lot of people there. This is actually built in the bottom of a expansion building that they built that was supposed to be a condo tower, and that paused construction back in like 2008, 2009 and has never resumed. So if you're ever at the Venetian on the Strip and you kind of see a half-built, maybe 5 or 6 story building with some tarps on it, that is what was to be a condo tower right above this area right here. And that never happened. I'm surprised they never built it with the economy getting better. And then, of course, with everything happening now, who knows what will happen. But that is the area above where the Sephora is and all of this area of Venetian. Now we'll head down on the Strip and see what's going on. Now, the White Castle at Casino Royale was the first White Castle to open up on the West Coast. There are now 4 White Castles in Las Vegas. You can find one downtown on Fremont Street at the Fremont Street Experience. There's, of course, this one on the Las Vegas Strip. There's also one on Paradise and Harmon, near where the old Hard Rock Hotel was. And then there's one at Jean, which is halfway between Las Vegas and the state line. Casino Royale, of course, also famous for its $2.49 hot dogs. They used to be a lot cheaper. Out here on the Strip, people lining up for their alcohol concoctions. All right, let's head into Harrah's. And I never really noticed this, but watching this back on video and actually even walking in that day, I really enjoy the purple color scheme here. Looks pretty good. Masks are available at every entrance, as are sanitizer. You can see the Caesars properties have chosen not to install plexiglass at their tables. They say this is for better airflow. Other casinos initially didn't have the plexiglass but have switched over. It's really mixed right now when it comes to plexiglass. Every time I'm in Harrah's, have to take a close look at this statue. Just really love it. This lady is taking her picture in front of it. Just a great reminder of goofy Las Vegas. And speaking of fun, this piano bar at the Harrah's is one of my favorites, featuring the dual pianos and the dueling pianos. And you can sit outside. There's actually seating on the Strip, or you can sit in here. And it's just a ton of fun if you've ever been to any dueling piano show. As we head outside, you will see here to the left the Carnival Court. That was actually there before all the renovations were done. It goes back a long ways and it survived. It's kind of a bar and entertainment area. And there's the Linq Hotel. We'll head there in a second. Here's the outdoor seating for the piano bar if you are ever in the area. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. That's really neat.
Yeah, if it's not new, I just walk by it a million times and never noticed it. Is that Wayne Newton I see? That reminds me of something. Flashback time. If you haven't seen my Caesars Palace opening night video, take a look at that. Wayne Newton was there on hand. I think that was just after he took those pictures. But check out that video if you want to see what Caesars Palace was like on opening night. I really enjoy Linq. I think the renovation from Imperial Palace was great. They did it in several phases. They did the casino first and then eventually the hotel. It actually was rethemed from Imperial Palace to Quad and then to Linq to match the name of the promenade outside. But I think the casino isn't the fanciest, but it's pretty cool. And it has O'Shea's. O'Shea's used to be a standalone casino, and when they rebuilt this area, they tore it down and built it as part of the Linq Casino. And you can see it has its own tables, its own cool vibe. And usually there's beer pong tables in this area. Those aren't there right now. I imagine that beer pong isn't available on the Strip at this moment. But I've played some beer pong there, and pretty cool. Pretty fun place to be. And now we're out on Linq Promenade. I think one of the best additions to Las Vegas over the last 10 years. And you can see the high roller wheel in the distance, and not too busy here again. This area can get very crowded during busy times, so keep that in mind if you're looking to socially distance. But there was no issue here today on a Sunday, not very busy, and a really, really pleasant area to walk around. If you're looking for In-N-Out on the Strip, this is where you'll find it. Also pretty good pizza here at Flour and Barley, and they have a window where you can take things to go. They used to have a cupcake ATM where the ice bar was. That is sadly gone now, and I won't admit it. I have used the cupcake ATM more than one time. I won't tell you how many times, but it's really sad to see that gone. Now we're making our way to the back of the Linq Promenade towards the high roller wheel. More restaurants back here, and then of course you can ride the Ferris wheel. I was really skeptical about this wheel when it opened, but it turned out to be great. The views you get are spectacular. If you can go at night, even better. Definitely recommend that. But as you can see, a few more restaurants back here. Not too much going on. We see the Flamingo back up towards the front. We're going to head there.
Well, we might as well do Flamingo. We've made it this far. Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay's fish and chips right there. Really, really good, and basically the same fish and chips you get if you go to one of his restaurants for much cheaper. So definitely recommend that, and they are really delicious if you get them fresh. Now let's head inside the Flamingo. We saw a little commotion here. Police running around, and apparently somebody arrested. We don't know what happened. You'll see on video, we'll see the police run past us outside, and then we kind of caught the end of it in the casino. I have no idea what happened. This is the Flamingo buffet, closed. But if you're ever here, I don't know how good the food is, but there are these amazing views of the gardens and outdoor area if you're ever there. And of course, you have the pink flamingos and a really nice pool area out here, other wildlife. If you've never actually been to this outdoor area at the Flamingo, even if you're not staying there, worth checking out. So here we can see the police or security. We see the security guard and then a police officer in camouflage run past us. We'll see them a little bit later in the casino. Again, I have no idea what happened. But I really love this area. It's one of my favorite places to take kids and one of my favorite places to walk around on the Vegas Strip. All right, back in the casino, and we see the end of whatever happened.
No security if he's out. But now y'all doing your job, y'all arresting us, right?
This is the Flamingo lobby and check-in area. Notice the low ceilings. That's what you get in one of the older hotels. Now this is the Margaritaville Casino, and it seems to be heavily de-themed. You see a little floral pattern on the chairs that are at the tables there, but not much else is tropical themed anymore in this area of the casino. This is always a quieter area too, outside of like the party hours. So if you're here in the morning or afternoon, this is a quieter area of the casino until the party gets started at the bar.
Casino, which was pink. Maybe Jimmy Buffett didn't pay the bill, so they painted over Paradise.
They painted over Paradise. Ray Walden.
Yeah, exactly. What's the opposite of Paradise? A gray wall.
Yep.
Now this is a public sidewalk on the Las Vegas Strip. Although a lot of these sidewalks are actually still owned by the casinos, even though they're used for the public. So that's why you see a pink sidewalk here, a pink curb here, like what you would see in a normal sidewalk, because it's owned by the Flamingo, but because of the rules and everything else, the public gets to use these sidewalks. Now here is Cromwell, and this is a casino right at the corner of Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard. Look at all the graffiti, and it looks like it's been closed for 10 years. This is a casino, a very nice casino that closed in March. It's owned by Caesars. They just haven't reopened it yet. But it looks like it has been abandoned and left to waste for a long time. Hopefully they'll get that cleaned up and reopened soon. We have one more part of this video, so check it out. We have our win in Harrah that's already published. Check out that as we leave you with the Bellagio fountains. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much. Have a great day.